pain management for years. And I will promise you on Jesus' happy golden good soul that I will never touch the shit again if you let me go home.
Are you seriously going to stand here and talk like that?
No.
Everything falls apart in seconds. Glenda Willilifford stands before the judge on multiple probation violations. But when she breaks down, swears, and begs to go home, the entire room freezes. The judge instantly shuts her down with a warning that sends shockwaves through the courtroom. One more mistake, and she faces up to 20 years in prison.
Are you Glenda Willilifford? And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
She will, Your Honor.
Give me just a second to get that pulled up.
Our agreement, Your Honor, is for her to go on special needs safety.
Thank you. Sorry, it's taking a minute for my computer to get pulled up here.
Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Willilifford, in cause number 24, DCCR 1720, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. It shows that you were placed on probation December 3rd of 2024 for the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct? It alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges
Judge, we've agreed to go counts 3, 4, 7, and 8.
Thank you. 3, 4, 7, 8. Count 3 alleges that you provided a urine sample August 14th of 2025 that tested positive for tetrahydrocannabinol. Is that true or not true?
Yes.
True or not true? Count 4 alleges that you provided a urine sample September 18th of 2025 that also tested positive for tetrahydrocannabinol. Is that true or not true? Count 7 alleges that you failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing the anger management program. Is that true or not true?
Sure.
And then count 8 alleges that you are behind in your court-assessed fees as of September 18th, 2025 in the amount of $688. And is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 3, 4, 7, and 8 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas? Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow this agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
Speak up, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is to remain on probation, but enter and successfully complete the special needs safety program. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
And we've got probation here with us today. And is that the recommendation from probation as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I am inclined, if I follow this agreement, to extend the probation by some amount of time, just based on the allegations and the time that'll be spent there. So I want to make sure there's plenty of time after that she has still on probation. State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Willilifford is not competent?
There you go.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 3, 4, 7, and 8 freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that today. It looks like there's some everybody's willing to work with you, but I want to make sure you understand that we're going to send you to the special needs safety program as a condition of your probation. I'm going to extend your probation by 1 year, and this is going to be, hopefully, listen carefully to what I'm saying, okay? Because this is the second chance you're being given, and there will not be a third. So you need to take advantage of every opportunity that is being given to you. You're going to get help with drug abuse. You're going to get help with mental health, with everything you need to be successful when you get out of safety. If at that point you don't follow through and do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be back in here and you're going to be looking at going to prison for up to 20 years. You understand? You okay? Are you okay? You're getting white. She's getting white.
I had a statement prepared for you. explaining the only reason I was doing marijuana at the time was because of my cancer, my pain management for cancer. And I will promise you on Jesus' happy golden good soul that I'll never touch the shit again if you let me go home.
Are you seriously gonna stand here and talk
No.
like that?
No, ma'am, I didn't mean to. I'm terrified. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I just didn't realize how much trouble I'd get into.
You're on probation for a second-degree felony, an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yes, ma'am. I realize that. I was trying to.
There's all kinds of other ways to deal with issues, and there's definitely more respectful ways to speak to the person who could put you in prison for up to 20 years. I don't have to go along with this plea agreement right now.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. Go back with the bailiff. All right, are you Koshma Thomas?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
He will, Your Honor.
Judge, with the court's permission, we're going to abandon 5, 6, and 7. It's my understanding that those cases have been dismissed.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Malfino. Mr. Thomas, in clause number 23, DCCR 0935, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. It shows that you were placed on probation October 17th of 2023 for the offense of evading arrest or detention with a previous conviction. That was a 2-year state jail felony term that was probated for 5 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
And, wait, was there a first amended? Hold on. What am I?
Here's the first
Oh,
amendment.
sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. First amended, here we go. Give me a second. I know, I feel like it's cold in here. We're all sniffling. Okay. It's a first amended motion to revoke your community supervision. It alleges in count 1 that you violated your probation by failing to report to the probation office as directed May 22nd, June 26th, July 17th of 2024. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 2 alleges that you provided a urine sample March 18th of 2024 that tested positive for tetrahydrocannabinol. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 3 alleges that you failed to pay your court-assessed fees as directed, and as of July 17th, 2024, you were behind $820. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 4 alleges that you were arrested for the offense of evading arrest or detention with a vehicle February 5th of 2025 in County, Houston. Is it Harris County?
It's Houston.
Is it Houston County? Okay, so not Harris, it's Houston County. Is that true or not true?
True.
And then the state abandons 5, 6, and 7. Count 8 alleges that you failed to remain in Jefferson County as directed and that you were in Houston County February 5th of 2025 without permission. Is that true or not true?
True.
And then count 9 alleges that you possessed a drug, marijuana, on February 5th of 2025 in Houston County, Texas. Is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1,
No objection.
it's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Thomas is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and at this time, revoke your probation, reassess your punishment in accordance with your agreement to a term of 15 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I have handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you have waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. I went over that with you when you entered your plea at the first hearing because you were convicted, but I do want to make sure you read it and understand that because you are convicted of that offense, you're not eligible to possess a firearm in Texas, okay? All right, you're free to go. Back with the bailiff. Thank you, sir.